Hey, have you thought about driving an electric vehicle for Uber and Lyft? I did too. I thought I could save the planet and make more money at the same time. So I bought a 2018 Chevy Bolt. Find out what happens when you drive for Uber and Lyft with a Chevy Bolt. My name's Gabe Ets-Hokin, and I have driven my Chevy Bolt for 32,000 miles and 8 months. This is what happens when you buy a Chevy Bolt for Rideshare. So I'm here with my good buddy, Bob Stockstad, and we're gonna talk about driving my 2018 Chevy Bolt for Uber and Lyft. So, I wrote up some questions for you to ask me, Bob, because a lot of my passengers, they basically ask these questions. So I thought it'd be a good format just to do the video like that. So we're gonna go for a ride in my Bolt. Have you ridden in my car before?
Been a long time, but yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's really great for doing this kind of work. I don't know why people have trouble with that seatbelt.
So, all right. But what is the Chevy Bolt that I'm sitting in here?
Yeah, that's a good question, because a lot of people don't know the difference between a Chevy Bolt with a B like Bravo and a Volt with a V like Victor, right? The Chevy Volt is Chevy's plug-in hybrid. This is the Chevy Bolt, and it's Chevrolet's first long-range electric vehicle. It's pure electric. It's got electric motors. It doesn't burn any gasoline at all. In fact, I haven't filled up a car at a gas station other than a rental car since last year.
So you said long range. What's long range?
This car will go 238 miles. That's the EPA rated range.
Okay, on the right here.
That's the EPA rated range, and but you can milk it. You can if it's just flat and the weather's good, you can get as much as 300 miles or even more. Like the record on one of these is like 400 miles from a single charge.
A single charge. Where do you get that single charge? Are there lots of places where you can charge it besides home?
There are. I mean, here in Northern California, it's very EV friendly, right? So there's plenty of charging stations. They're all over the place, but most of the public charging stations are what are called a level 2 charging station. And I guess you should talk about the difference between level 1, level 2, and level 3 chargers. Level 1 is what you get with the car. It plugs into like a 120 volt outlet, just wherever, and you can get, and it charges very slowly. Because this battery is so large, it's 60 kilowatt hours. It could take 2 or 3 days to charge from fully depleted. The level 2 charge station is what you mostly see. It has one of those J1772 charging handles. It looks like kind of like a pistol grip.
Pump.
Yeah, it looks like a gas pump thing, and you plug that into the side of the charge port, that you can charge the car in about 10 hours from fully depleted. And then there's the level 3, and that's a fast charge, and that charges the vehicle so quickly that the computer system in the car actually slows down the rate of charge so it doesn't overheat the battery and cause a fire. And those will charge the car to 80% in about 40 minutes.
Time for a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Do you know there's a Japanese standard for fast charge that's called chademo, and that's actually like a contraction of the Japanese word for charge the car in the time it takes to drink a cup of tea.
Was it a big investment to get this? What did it cost you?
Yeah, I think the MSRP is, for the base model, is there's another one there. The MSRP for the base model is $37,500, because they wanted it to be under $30,000 with the federal tax credit of $7,500, which expires in June. So and then that's for the base model. This is the base model. You can get the fancier one with leather seats and like more safety equipment and other little features, and those cost like $41,000.
I guess one of the big worries people have buying an electric car is how long the battery lasts. I'm worried about that even with my little iPhone. It's kind of
the battery capacity.
Yeah, how is it with the Bolt?
The Bolt had, so that was a issue with the early model Priuses, and your iPhone, like after 1,000 charges, like after 1,000 charge discharge cycles, that's when you start getting battery memory loss. It's kind of like a person.
Oh, tell me about memory loss, please.
And it'll actually affect the range. But 1,000 charge cycles times 238 miles, that's 238,000 miles. So I actually, using an OBD reader, which you can plug into the OBD port in your car, you can actually measure the battery capacity. And the battery capacity of this car after 33,000 miles, I think is about the same as when I bought it. So I don't think I'm going to start having issues with memory. At least the car won't have issues with memory. I can't speak about myself. I don't think the car's going to have issues with memory until well over 150,000 miles. And by then it's going to be time for a new car anyway. Because when you drive a car for rideshare, for Uber and Lyft, your car starts to smell like drunk people and all kinds of awful things after a while, especially with cloth seats.
Well, that's all well and good, but actually, what is it like to drive it on the road for you?
Oh man! So here's the thing: people equate electric vehicles with like hybrids, right? Which are, they're designed for maximum fuel economy and efficiency. I know you're a Prius owner, Bob, so I have to pick my words carefully.
My wife is a Prius.
Oh, okay, but they're boring. Bob and I are both motorcyclists, so we like going fast. This car hauls ass. It does I think it's rated, or it's been tested at 5.6 or 5.7 second 0 to 60 times, which is in the realm of performance cars. So it's really fast. In fact, it makes so much torque. Like the electric motor puts the torque to the road immediately, like the torque peak, right? So even at 1 or 2 RPMs, it's delivering maximum power. So if you need to get into a hole in traffic or to pass another car, this car really hauls ass. Yeah. It spins, and on wet pavement, the tires just spin. And also, it's really nimble. It has a short wheelbase. It has, I don't know what they call this kind of design, but here we're doing a really tight U-turn, and this is tight. And we're in the Berkeley Hills where Bob lives, and the roads are really narrow.
Tight.
And this car just makes U-turns like you wouldn't believe. 3-point turns. Like, I have never driven a car this size that's so maneuverable and easy to get around in. So it's a really fun experience driving, and passengers really like it. They're always impressed by its performance. It's a fun car. You're not giving anything up. In fact, I think you're actually gaining something with an electric car. It's not where you have to like sacrifice to get efficiency. You actually get efficiency and you get a more fun driving experience.
So I guess you're happy with it then as a driver.
Oh yeah.
What do your passengers say?
The passengers,
if anything?
Yeah, they love it. Like, it's really roomy. Like, Bob, you're not a small man. How tall are you? You're 6'6"?
7.5.
You're
2 meters. That's exactly.
You're
2 meters.
Bob's a scientist, so he likes to use the metric system. Yeah, Bob's 2 meters, and he's sitting back there.
Plenty of leg room there.
Yeah, and he's sitting back there, and he's pretty good. I even put the seat back a little bit, so he's pretty comfortable back there. And also the doors are wide, and the roof is really high, so it's really easy to get in and out of.
I have full headroom even sitting in the back seat.
So one nice thing from a rideshare driver perspective is if it takes less time for passengers to get in and out, you're going to make more money, because the faster those passengers are out, especially people that have mobility issues, if it's easier for them to get in and out of the car, you're going to be able to get to your next ride that much faster.
Have you ever had 3 in the back seat on a ride?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can even get 3 car seats back there, like for kids, which comes up sometimes if you're doing rideshare. And the only place it's lacking is luggage. So there's not a lot of room, compared to like a big luxury sedan or something. Like, it doesn't have a huge trunk, but it's bigger than my last car, so it's pretty good.
Can you get special rates from the electric company, or maybe the cost of charging it is so little it doesn't matter?
Oh yeah, that's one of my readers' questions was that, because we also, please go to the website and read the full article. But yeah, Barb asked that. Do you know Barb Shore?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Barb asked that.
She's always making these funny comments on your Facebook
I
posts.
know.
Yeah.
I love Barb. But she asked, how do you get the special rate from the utility company? So PG&E is the local utility, but every utility in California, as far as I know, offers a special rate for electric vehicle charging. What they do is they set you up with a new rate plan, and I charge for 12.7 cents per kilowatt hour, which means I think it's like $8 to fully charge the car, and that takes me 250 miles. Like, that's like buying gas for 60 cents a gallon. Yeah. So any other questions, Bob?
No, I'm just sitting back here and enjoying the ride. I wonder what's going to cost me here. Am I doing this with Uber? Or
I had to turn off the Uber app, Bob. So this is actually no charge. If you, the viewer, if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below or send us an email. We release new videos every single day, or every single week. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Show us a thumbs up, Bob.
There we go.
All right, that's all I've got. So I'll see you next time, and remember, don't drive yourself crazy.